most of you come here, you have a lot of questions about real estate. Yes or yes? Yes. Okay. So the very common questions people always ask me is, hey, when's a good time to buy a property, right? When's a good time to buy a property? So you notice, right, this group of people who's always asking this question, right, end up always buy property at the wrong time. Why? Because they think too much. Okay. So a lot of times, if you base on emotions, okay, to think and to make decision, okay, might not be the best thing, right? So looking at statistics may help you to know that when is a good time, correct? So property cycle, there's up and down time. Yes or yes? Up and down time. So when is a good time to buy? Up time or down time? Huh? Down time, correct? But a lot of people bought property that we know always at what? The uptime. Okay? Why did they do that? Okay, because they were what? Waiting for the lowest, right? Because nobody knows when is the lowest. Do you know when's the lowest? Nobody knows, right? So we just wait. Okay? So waiting, is it risky to wait or not? If you are looking to buy a property, it's risky to wait, right? Because when a person reach a certain age, right, and you have a certain amount of savings from that time that you're able to buy a property until the day, right, the bank decided not to loan you money, right, is between what? 25 years old to 65 years old, correct or not? So how many property cycle can one person witness? 2, 3, okay? So you have missed out 1 or 2 cycle, right? I tell you, this is the good time for you to go in, okay? So let's look at some statistics. Okay, if you look at the graph here, 2013, for the last 14 quarters, okay, the prices has been what? Has been what? Going down trend. Okay? Why is it going down? Okay, because there's a lot of what? Government measures, correct or not? Okay, so during this downtrend, what people do, they just wait lah. Because why? If I wait some more, maybe it can come down here, what? Or it can go down even lower, correct? But then you see when there is an upswing, right? There is an upswing. That's the time people react. React based on what? They react based on a lot of fear. Okay, so they just rush in emotionally, okay, and very high chance you may make a wrong decision. Okay, so Singapore is a very good country to invest in property. Why? Okay, you look at SARS period over here, the SARS period. Did the property market go down a lot? No, right? Okay, so it's proven that our prices can be very stable even in situation like this. Okay, so if you are thinking whether to enter now, why not? All right. So we have evidence to see that the prices has been coming down, but is slowing down in a sense that it's not going down that much anymore. Okay? Okay, if you look at the last high, 2013, there was almost 6,945 transactions. Okay? After that, every quarter, right, never once we hit 5,000 units above. Okay? So this year, 2017, first quarter, this is the first time that we hit 5,200 units. Okay? So what is it telling you? The market is what? They are suggesting the market could be bottoming out. Okay? So it could be going the other directions. Okay? So not a very good news for people who want to enter now, because if you enter late, you might buy at higher, correct or not? Okay? Things are looking up for property market. Last year, excluding executive condo, there were 7,972 units sold altogether. Okay, that's a very good sign. And this year alone, first quarter, okay, You all heard of about Paya Lebar Quarters? This Park Place residence at Paya Lebar Quarters. You guys heard about this? Okay. So this property, first day launch, actually sold how many units? 50% first day, okay? And how much is the per square foot? Any idea? How much? 7,000? 1,007. Yes, close. About 1,800 PSF. Okay? I know what you guys are thinking. Xiao. Right? Why would somebody pay $1,800 for a property like this? Okay, but if 1 or 2% xiao, okay lah, they are xiao. But few 100% xiao together, there must be something that they know that we don't know, correct or not? True or true? Okay? So cannot be everybody is xiao, right? Few hundred people all xiao together. Okay? So we also have this year seaside residence sold 58% on the first day of launch. How much was the per square foot? Any idea? 99 years. Any idea? 1,000, about there? 1,006, 1,007 per square foot. Correct? So you must be thinking, these people, what happened to them? Xiao. Okay? So cannot be everybody xiao together, correct or not? Okay, there must be a reason why these people are investing and buying. Okay, so upturn in market sentiments. Okay, so same thing. Glendale Park residents also did very well. They sold 40% on the first day. All right, and this one is 1,350 PSF. Okay, so you can see, right, new home sales is going up. Okay, based on the record, you look at the light blue one is the unit sold, and the dark blue is the unit launch. Okay, if you observe, right, from December onwards, the amount of units sold, right, the demand is higher than the supply. Okay, so these are evidence and sign of the price is what? Moving, correct or not? Okay, so compared to last year, first quarter 2016, this quarter 2017, we did 109% higher than last year. Okay, so imagine if you are the developer and you see this piece of news, what will you do? Don't say developer, you're selling your own house. You see this piece of news, what will you do? Huh? What will you do? You try to take advantage of the situation, correct or not? Okay, so if you are looking for housing now, take action before, price start to change, okay, because it's looking very positive. Okay, so Yishun property market, okay, look at the trend. Even though, for the last 13 quarters we are going downwards, the PSF in Yishun is actually moving up very gradually. Okay, you look at the peak down here. Okay, can you see a spike here? Okay, thanks to those people who are the MRT fan. Okay, they actually bought near MRT, so there's a spike here. Okay, there's a buyer who shared with me, Desmond, why do I have to pay so much for the MRT when the difference of money, right? I can actually buy another car. Okay, I said to each of his own. Some people, maybe no license or what. Huh? But I think it also make a lot of sense that, why don't you spend the money to buy another car if you have a choice to stay a little bit further and use the same amount of money to own an additional car. Okay, let's look at Sky Mitonia 1 year ago. TOP. Okay, so people always think that buying property now is very risky because there's no room for profit and things like that. So Sky Mitonia, you look at the transactions, right? The buyers actually made money from it. The highest record was 164,000. Okay, and how much was the exit price? 1,001 and 1,000. Okay, so any development which is nearby, brand new, selling this price, you can consider. Okay, because it's proven. It's proven. Okay, you're not buying at a very high price. Okay, so let's look at Yishun Emerald, which is bought 15 years ago. What happened to these people? 99 years, Yishun. Can you imagine 15 years ago, Yishun? It's not like today. It's considered very ulu pandang place, right? If you have friends staying in Yishun, you look at them, Yishun. Okay, so 15 years ago, they invested in this property. Seems like it's a very bad choice, correct or not? Okay, so you can see these people actually make a very good sum of money. Okay, so why Singapore property prices are trending upwards, Okay, so no matter what, right, you will see a very good sum of profit over here. 200 over 1,000, 300 over 1,000. After staying for 15 years, you still make money. After you sell, you still can upgrade, correct or not? Good deal, right? Okay, same thing for Yishun, Sapphire. Okay, these two projects are just around the corner, or nearer to Canberra side. Okay, so what is a good buy, good value buy today? Let's look at Symphony Suite, 1,042, 9 residents, 1,001, North Park, 1,003, Wisteria, 1,000. Okay, I can tell you all these other places, no stock already. Okay, and Symphony seems like a very good buy, right? And you're so lucky you happen to be at where? Symphony Suites today. All right? So coincidence. Okay, so rental yield, what are they doing? Rental yield is about 2.9 to 3% doing in Yishun. Okay, if you buy a freehold property in a town area, how much is your rental yield? Probably 2 or 1%, right? So over here, the rental is doing very well. Okay, so let's look deeper into Yishun. Okay, this is the master plan for 2013. So they actually built more roads, hawker, shopping centers, and you can see everything is almost up. Okay, because this is a 2013 master plan. Okay, then we have a new road, Avenue 8. If you have traveled from town area, if you have taken Avenue 8, you will realize how fast it is to come into Yishun by Avenue 8, by Yishun Dam. Okay, and the road there is very beautiful. Why? Because you drive past the airport, right? It's a lot of greenery and a lot of beautiful scenery, and you drive past the reservoir. Okay, it's very nice and it's very fast. Previously, if you want to come into Yishun, right, you need to go by where? Lentor. Lentor, peak hours, what happened? You will jam and a lot of traffic light, correct or not? Okay, so this one will save you up to about 10 minutes time, driving time, because of the new road. Okay? So the amenities here, we have North Point, 9 residents, and Kutepot Hospital over here. So you see, all these are what? It's not just shopping center for you, it's also job creation. Okay, so when there's more jobs, there's more shops here, means the rental will what? Go up. Rental go up, prices will go up also together. Okay, so Junction 9. Okay, so education institution, we have Chongfu Primary School, Chongqing High, Yishun JC, and James World Academy Singapore. You all heard of James World Academy? It's a Dubai-based international school. Okay, what's so great about this school? I tell you, this school will boost up the rental here. Why? Okay, they can take up to 3,000 students here. And you know how much are the school fees? $9,000 to $33,000 per annum. Okay, if you are parents who send your kids to school like that, do you live in a HDB flat or you live in a nice condo nearby? Most likely in a condo because there's facility and community, right? Okay, so this school, right, will actually boost the rental and housing demand here in Yishun. Okay, how far is it? If you drive down this road, Avenue 6, I think within 2 minutes you will see the school. Okay? So Yishun is a very nice place to unwind. We have Yishun Park, Yishun Pond, we have this golf course. Okay, I tell you, Yishun has one of the best oxygen and water. Why? Don't believe me? Later you go and look at the caterpillar outside, then you know already. Okay? You bring the same caterpillar to Jurong, see what happened to the caterpillar. Die. Just kidding, huh? Okay? But honestly, this place has a lot of green. Okay, just 15 minutes drive from town, you come back, you relax, you unwind, and there's so much greenery around. All right, why not? And you save so much money, right, in terms of property pricing. Okay? So we have lots of park connectors. Okay, and one more road that's coming up is North-South-East Expressway. You all heard about this expressway? Okay, this will cut down another 10 minutes travel all the way down to CBD area. This North-South-East Expressway it will be ready in 2023, approximately. Okay, this is the road, 21 kilometer, all the way down here. Okay, and we are near Woodlands Regional Center. Okay, this is an ongoing project. You know, when government decided to make Tampines a regional center, what happens to the property price over there? It shoot up, correct or not? Then after that, when they decided to make Jurong into a regional center, what happened? The property price also go up. So now their next project is where? Woodlands. So if Woodlands become a regional center, okay, it will also push up the prices in the north, okay, which is Yishun, okay? Just like you see Tampines, when it's pushed up, right, even Simei is also doing very well. It's just next to it. Okay, so this is the aerospace. These are the big companies that's nearby. So these people have housing needs. Yes, these are all, most of them are expats, right? And they have housing needs. And where do they stay? Mostly, they are nearest to Yishun or Seletar area or Jalan Kayu. Okay, so this is James World Academy. This is the school. Okay, so government policy. I'm sure you all heard of the seller stamp duty being reduced, correct or not? Okay, from 16% to how much? 12%. Meaning to say that today, if you buy a property, as long as your property increase by 12%, right, you can more or less, if you want to get rid of it, it's easy to exit, right? Compared to people who bought last year, you need to have at least a positive of 16%, correct? And instead of waiting for 4 years, you only need to wait for 3 years. Okay, it seems like a little tweak in the policy, but then this actually boosts up a lot of confidence, okay, in investor. That's why you can see that the market is also moving. Okay. Okay, so longer term perspective remain fantastic. Okay, just an overview of how Singapore is doing overall. Singapore is the 4th among country with the most millionaire CEOs resident. CEO are not COE. Singapore has a lot of COE also. Okay, but this is the most number of CEOs. Okay, and we are also, again, maritime capital. We are ranked #1 in Singapore. And also, we draw #1 talent. Okay, Singapore, city infrastructure #1. Okay, city infrastructure is important factor when multinational corporations decide where to establish their operation abroad and where to send their expatriate workers. Okay, Singapore is one of the top choice for this multinational company. And also, we were ranked 15 last year out of 80 countries. Okay, then also Singapore is also one of the very green city, meaning to say that, you know, in the city area, we still have a lot of trees and plants, you know, to give us a nice environment. Okay, if you go to places without all these things, right, it's going to be very hot, right? If you notice, and a lot of my friends who's working overseas, like Shanghai, Beijing, all this, you know, they complain that the air is also not so good compared to what we have in Singapore. Okay, that's of course if our neighbor don't burn their trees, lah. Okay. Okay, so Singapore still among the world's most livable city. Yep, I just skip all this. Okay, and lastly, the two key factors that drive our property prices is what? Government policy, and the other one? Population. Okay, you like it or not, okay, it's going to be how many? 6.9 million. Okay, good luck to those people who buy near the MRT one because they have a lot more people to squeeze with. No, just kidding. They will probably have more MRT. Okay, so 6.9 million, by the time what will happen to your property prices? When Singapore was about 3 million people, I remember a landed property probably cost about $400 per square foot, right? So finally today we are 5.5 million. How much is a landed property PSF? 1,000 plus minus, correct or not? So you can see that the number is in line with our population. Okay, so you will want to buy property before 2030, all these people start to come in and buy up everything, okay? So you buy already, what you can do, you can sell to these people. Huh? Okay, so I'm coming to the end of my presentation. Okay, I'll be still around if you have any questions. Okay, feel free to approach me or our salespeople at the back. You can ask them regarding this project, anything. All right, so with this, I'm going to end my talk. Thank you very much for your time.